practiced here.
Met Roosevelt in 1911 as a state senator, and he became governor and made him head of a criminal commission and the criminal law. And then he went down there, gave him a low-level job as assistant attorney general of the Internal Revenue. He went after Andrew Mellon and got $1.5 million in back taxes, but he didn't get any cash. He got the Mellon art collection, which is down in West Wing for the gallery. Roosevelt was down the line beside Jackson.
Right,
Good to see you too.
Hi.
This is
Dan or
we have a local company that's, I think, going to maybe get a contract to do.
Great. Jamestown's so lucky to have you here.
Come on. This is the grant room.
Why do they call it?
Ulysses Grant was here in 1875 when he came to help start Chautauqua. He knew that one of the founders of Chautauqua had lunch here. He wouldn't go to Fenton's
former
mansion.
president?
He was president. But he wouldn't go to Fenton's mansion, who had been the first Republican governor in New York, because he had an endorsement in 72. So he came up here to this mansion. The guy was so
Great old 19th century
This is
name.
the Mason that built this connection stuff. Jackie was the Mason. Becky Robbins, our program director here.
Nice to see
Paul
you.
Benson with our education committee here. I'm very pleased to have him here at the Jackson Center today. So, Chuck Schumer, Senator Schumer, welcome to the Exchange
Well, thank you, Raleigh, and it is great to be back. This is my 11th visit to Chautauqua County since I've become senator. Thank you, Nancy. I like your new haircut. Very nice, Nancy. I knew Nancy when she worked in the state senate, and I was in the state assembly. But somebody said, this is my 11th visit here, somebody said I've set a record for senators throughout their terms, let alone in the first term, but I'll be back many, many times. I love coming here. And I thank all of you for the turnout. A couple of things I wanted to mention. First, I want to thank Raleigh, just for being the great guy he is. We were friends in the assembly. We sat right near one another. Raleigh would fly his little Piper Cub from Jamestown to Albany. Cessna, sorry. We fly a Beechcraft Bonanza, so just landed at the airport. All these single-engine, beautiful little planes where you get to really see the countryside when you fly over them. But he would fly me around on Tuesday nights when the assembly wasn't meeting late. We would fly and go to different restaurants in the area. And Raleigh is just a great guy. And I did want to say this. I mean, the work he's done on this Jackson Center is just amazing. And it's symbolic to me of this area. Somehow or other, there's something special about the people in Chautauqua County. And you see it in the elected officials, whether they be Democrat or Republican, whether they, be at the state level, local level, federal level. I have not met an elected official representing this area who really is not an honorable, trying to do the right thing, classy person. And that applies to Stan Lundeen, my former colleague in Congress, and Raleigh Kidder, my former colleague in the Assembly, as well as our present elected officials such as Bill Parmet and Mark Thomas, Pat McGee. Everybody has the reputation of being a straight shooter and really working hard for the area without all the without all the bunk you often find associated with politics. And I think it's appropriate that we're here at the Jackson Center because Justice Jackson had that reputation on the court. He was a straight shooter. He called it as he saw him, and something that really appeals to me here at the Jackson Center. As you know, I've been very involved lately in the discussions as to who should be on the federal bench. And I've had three standards all along. One is excellence, legal excellence. We should not, these are very important positions, U.S. Supreme Court above all, but all the federal courts, lifetime appointment. And we should not have someone's brother-in-law, someone just because they labored in the party vineyards, get that kind of appointment. The second is moderation. I don't like judges too far right or too far left. Judges at the extremes, judges who tend to be ideologues, don't do what the founding fathers said practical, and genius. When you put it all together, they were. And they didn't want judges to make law. And you know, in the liberal courts of the 60s, judges made law from the left. And now in the very conservative courts of this era, they are making law from the right. They're both wrong. And so I look for judges who are moderate. And Justice Jackson was that type of judge. He was legally excellent, had one of the great legal minds, didn't even go to college, read the law, but just was so good he advanced through the ranks and did so many things. And at the same time, he was a moderate. He didn't like the ideologues. And you know, if God had given him a few more years, he would have even influenced our country even more when he went back to the Supreme Court after doing what he did at Nuremberg. So it's appropriate to be here because I think Justice Jackson symbolizes what this county is all about, and what this county is all about is really the best of America. Hard-working people, people of moderate ways, as they sometimes say in the Pennsylvania Dutch country, people who are the root of what this country is all about. And so I'm glad to be here, Raleigh, and I think it's so appropriate that you have honored Justice Jackson in his memory by putting together this beautiful, beautiful building, which I hope we can help out from Washington as well.